What is up, YouTube? And welcome back to episode 28 of Chaos Daily. So, before we get into it, I just want to make a quick announcement. Oh, announcements. Announcements. Yeah, so on the 31st, that is the 31st for me, not for you. I'm in Australia, so we get the 31st before you do. It's one of those fancy side effects of, you know, the planet being a sphere. And it's to turn... Yeah, anyways, so 31st, I will not be doing a Chaos Daily. I will be live streaming a Chaos Daily. That's right, the entire day for the 31st of January. Yeah, 31st of January will be an entire live stream. What we're going to do? I'm not sure. We'll see. I'm probably going to go through my old videos and see what stupid shit I did in the past and how I've learned from my mistakes and what's next and all sorts of other fun jazz. I'd love to do live streaming on the printer stuff, but unfortunately I don't have the camera gear or microphone gear or setup to do that properly in a way that just won't be garbage, so we won't be doing that. So it'll be here in front of the computer doing computer stuff. So if you're interested in that, stop by on the 31st, say hi, come hang out, and do all those crazy things that we do when people live stream. So yeah, quick announcement out of the way. Alright, let's move on. Today my attention was split. I was working both on the computer, working on the Albatros, as well as working on the printer. So today I got printer set up. It's ready to go. I'm still waiting on all the other ancillary stuff like, you know, alcohol and wash basins and curing stations and all that stuff that I have to do, and it's going to happen. But I got the bed leveled, I got the Wham Bam system installed, but yeah, that's all done. So it's ready to go, pretty much it's all leveled. I just have to put resin in and press start and it's good to go, hopefully, yeah. So yeah, servo mounts, the guide rail channel things for the servo control rods for the ruddervators, and the battery tray. The files are going to be for sale. This is going to be the first one that gets done because I'm still waiting on the FMS. Oh, by the way, the FMS EDF got delayed another 4 days. So it was the 2nd of February before they got it in so that they could ship it. Now it's the 6th. So yeah, that's getting pushed further and further back. But yeah, anyways, let's jump into the time lapse and let me show you what I've done.
like that. I get the shivers whenever I'm thinking about you. Just wanna leave and live without you. Be on my own again. I get the shivers whenever you go out of line, yeah. I feel it creeping down my spine, yeah. Wanna be alone again. It's almost nighttime, waiting for the right time. Gotta get this right, I'm scared to death. Scared of your eyes, looking into my eyes. Scared that I'll back out and hold my breath. Wake up one morning and see your face, I can feel it coming back. These shivers are every day. Whoa, I say it's over, I get out of bed and leave, yeah. Just like that, I got the shivers whenever I would think about you. Now that I left, I live without you. I'm on my own again. I got the shivers whenever you went out of line, yeah. Now it's like everything is fine, yeah. 'Cause now I'm alone again.
As the saying goes, there it is, folks. Yeah, let's jump into Inventor real quick, and I'll show you what I've changed, what's different, and what is next. So let's have a look. A couple of interesting things that I've done with this, especially with these servo mounts. Let's start with these, right? If I just grab one of these and hide it, you'll see here that I've actually modeled this sort of zigzag wavy pattern thing in between here. So this is the support infill. So you can print this without having to turn on generate supports in your slicing software, and it's already there for you, and it's got the 0.2 mil spacing all around, so it doesn't make full contact, and it's just enough that it will bridge the layer above and stuff like that. So that's built in there, ready to go. And yeah, so hopefully that works. I won't know until somebody purchases it and beta tests this on an FDM printer, because I'll be doing it in resin and I won't need to deal with that. I'm the STL that I export for me for resin printing will be different. Battery tray, real simple. It's just a flat surface with a couple of gussets to support everything. Get your sticky back, your double-sided tape, or like tape. It's the Velcro tape that you stick in there, and then you stick the other Velcro tape on the battery, and good to go. I've also created these guide channels. Now, I'm not too sure if I need to actually get this to come forward a bit more, because you don't really want too much of the wire that you run from here all the way to your tail to be unguided, because it can, when you push on it with a servo, it can flex and bend. So I might have to bring this forward, which is fine. I'll just increase the sketch out to here somewhere. Over here, so that way when the servo is in operation, the wire doesn't have chance to bend and flex in ways that it shouldn't, and then you end up losing control from your servo. Also, I've got the model, the motor modeled in here, and we're pretty much ready to get started on the wings. Something else I've done is I've removed those seams that I had. A, they were heavy. B, I wasn't too happy with the way that I implemented it. And C, when I started working on other bits and pieces like this, the servo mounts and the battery tray and stuff, that operation screwed up. That one of the sketches got all like screwy and messed up, so I had to delete all that and that sort of like decided for me. But I'll think of something else, maybe something simpler that uses less material, more lightweight, something that'll just enough that you can register you need some register keys just to line everything up. So I'll work it out, I'll think about it, but that's pretty much it. And we're going to be working on the wings next. I'm going to get some more holes in here for servo wires and stuff. But before I carry on with the root, I actually want to get the internal structure of the wings done, which you won't see here. I haven't exported that into the assembly yet. So what I do is I normally create, this is a single part file, and I've generated the part into multiple solids. And then I use the manage tool and I export the solids as components in an assembly, and they stay adaptive. So anything I change on these automatically updates the part files in the assembly, which is great because then I end up with great things like this, which this is the fuselage section, and you can see here there's no anything, like it just links to the solid in here. So if I want to come in and make a particular change to something or update something, like for instance, if I wanted to cut threads in the holes for these servo mounts, because Inventor doesn't actually model the threads when you use the hole function. So if I wanted to come in and cut threads onto this particular part, I can come in and do that in this file without it affecting this, or like I can make copies of stuff. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to be working on the wings next. So getting this internal structure for the wings done and working out how that's going to work, because I don't know how far that 10 mil carbon fiber square tube will go along here, because it's a 750 mil square tube, and if we take a look at the distance, like the wingspan, we're looking at 785 millimeter wingspan on 1/2. So total wingspan, what's that, double 14, 15. So we got a 1.5 meter wingspan, which is a decent sized aircraft. Well, I'll get to that when I get to that. But yeah, that pretty much covers it. And yeah, not much to go over. So like I said, been working on the printer. There's a snippet of it here. Check that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start a little sort of Chaos Phenom getting started like video series. So the first episode is going to be me getting the printer set up. I.e. getting the Wham Bam installed, so full time-lapse step-by-step guide discussing how you do this properly so you get a nice clean setup. I don't know if there's too many instructions out there on YouTube. I haven't really looked it up. It's pretty straightforward to me because it falls into the category of things that I already know how to do, like cleaning and sanding a surface ready for an adhesive prep. Like I've done that kind of stuff when I used to work in panel beating and plastic welding. I've had so many different jobs if you didn't know. Anyways, so that's going to be a video series of itself. It's going to go from this first episode, which is getting the initial setup of the printer done, as well as then following videos, which will be getting the wash station set up, getting the curing station set up, getting my whole, and then sort of like a walkthrough of my whole setup and methodology of how I will be going through from getting a print set up, doing a print, taking a print out, getting it prepped, getting it cured, that whole kit and caboodle. So that'll be a whole little video series to look forward to in the channel coming soon, and a couple of days, keep an eye out for that. Moving on, so like I said, the 31st is going to be a live stream day. I'm going to start doing this on the end of every month. The final day of each month will be a live stream daily instead of just a daily video. This will be part so that I can do Q&As with people and go over stuff that I've already done, introduce people to stuff that I've done that they haven't seen yet, all that sort of great and awesome stuff. But yeah, so that's something to look forward to. Mark it down on your calendars. I'd love to hear what you think about that idea. I've spoken to a couple of people and they think it's a great idea. Live stream, whole day, all sorts of awesome stuff. Anyways, so yeah, hit the like button if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're not, hit the notification bell. Make sure that you get the videos when they come out, because they come out every day. Go check out my Patreon if you can. Donation link down below as well if you don't want to do Patreon. And yeah, so I've been Chaos, and as always, expect the unexpected. And I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all my patrons that help support the channel. If you would also like to support the channel, there's a link in the description.